2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Western Conference Finals action here on 2K Sports. We've seen this series go to 2-0. Now a critical juncture for determining where this series... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen...
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Here's Lillard. Inside. Anthony with the bucket.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Vanderbilt misses.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now Lillard shoots the 3, hits it from three-point range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
They get a hand on it. Here's Russell. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, the pass to Cantor. Lillard outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Here's Russell. Can't hit that one. Excellent D from Cantor. Trailblazers leading by 7. Powell inside. Edwards there. Powell, that's good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. It's just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
From down in the low post, it goes. McCollum's got 6 points.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
So for the Trailblazers, Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Hollis Jefferson. McCollum outside. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Beasley dishes to Russell. Beasley the pass to Towns. Or the 3. Out to Russell. Goes back up. Hangs in the air. Yep, it counts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Russell from long range. Drops in the tray. He's got 10.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Beasley against McCollum. He feeds it to Covington. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And Covington sends it back. Here's Simons. And it's sent back by Russell. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to...
I think it comes from being in a big family. You know, as a kid, I would go to my grandmother's house, and I had a bunch of older cousins, a few younger cousins, boys and girls, and we had to make sure everybody ate.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
We've got Hollis Jefferson. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Boy, improving as a two-way threat. It's big when Russell is making an impact on both offense and defense.
It's tipped. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Back to Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Rubio. Buries it down low. Rubio's got his first points of the night.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They come off the loss on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game.
And he sinks the second. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Trailblazers leading by 3. Powell kicks to Hollis Jefferson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
To the paint, here's Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Reed the pass to Rubio. From deep 3-point range. Kept alive. Tries again. Here's Edwards. And it's blocked.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating.
Here's Edwards. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Now the pass to Lillard. Now Anthony. Plenty of space. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Here's Edwards. Good on the 3-point shot. Edwards got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Poked away. Towns with the steal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. Here's what Portland's going with right now.
Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Edwards inside. Covered by Lillard. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got the lead back up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. Simons surveying the D. The shot's good from Cantor.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you've got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on that block.
Offensive rebound. Simons. It's deflected. 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Ball's knocked loose. From deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off inside.
And, guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Yeah, and as the officials look on, the footage relayed to them by the NBA's replay center in Secaucus, the process getting better and faster over the years.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, there's a definite postseason buzz in the air. Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Timberwolves, they have taken care of business in the first two games, but they got a fight on their hands. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Down low, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Russell against Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Free throw good, Russell.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
No problems knocking that one down. Lillard's got 13.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Here's Russell. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. 4th, Damian Lillard.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
And Cantor throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Passes it to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Cantor. For 3, Beasley. And he's good on the 3-ball. Beasley's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Knocked loose. Beasley with the steal. by himself, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Beasley active and alert that time on defense and able to ignite the fast break.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And you've got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on that block.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter. Here's Vanderbilt, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Got that one up quick. Beasley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Beasley's on the court to do one thing, and that's knock down jumpers.
Lillard way outside. And the Trailblazers another 3.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Pass to Beasley. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Russell.
Are you kidding me? Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Poke loose. From deep 3-point range. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anthony. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Lillard surveying the D. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Beasley against McCollum. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 23 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line. So McDaniels will go to the free throw line. That one's on Anthony. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And that one misses. Here's Simons. And again, it's Portland converting.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Rubio's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, he had him spinning. It looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Timberwolves ahead. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's a long game. It's a long game. But listen, we don't have a...
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers trail by 7. Robert Covington out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Rubio outside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Ennis Cantor.
Making a concerted effort to attack. Rubio draws contact. He'll go to the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
That one falls.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Powell. The teardrop falls in.
How about that wonderful floater he had, showing off an exquisite touch. Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. McCollum against Beasley. Ball's knocked loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's a big dunk at the end of the break.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give them credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. Let's see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Minnesota leading by 5. Vanderbilt the pass to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting to the ball.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Beasley outside. Vanderbilt the pass to Rubio. Good on the shot. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And, you know, with all due respect, hey, that's a mistake by the defense. You want to close off the lane and force Rubio to shoot from outside.
Here's McCollum. And he lays it straight in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And the Timberwolves call time. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Towns with the steal. Kicks to Russell. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability. Trailblazers trail by 9.
Lillard with it. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Trains the three-pointer.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Powell makes it off the glass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is depending on him to score, especially when the game is tight.
29 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. Three-pointer, Lillard. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
He gets that one.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
From deep. And it's Russell with the rebound. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot's good. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
A wide-open shot from Hernan Gomez. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.